Good afternoon, and welcome to day two. And it's my pleasure to introduce Mr. Ahmad Manzoor to speak about how blockchain will change the world. Mr. Ahmad, over to you.
Thank you very much, Linda. Hi to all. Hope everybody is enjoying this conference, Arab MTech. There are a lot of things to learn. So my topic actually, I have choose that how blockchain will change the world, because blockchain is a buzzword right now, and everybody think about that when we talk about the blockchain. Then they always think about the Bitcoin and something like that. So this is here we can discuss about that what other things blockchain do. Okay. First of all, I would like to introduce myself a little bit. I am a founder and the CEO of Pakistan Blockchain Institute, working and talking right now from Pakistan. Almost 20 years of experience in field of ICT, mostly in networks as a network architect and pre-sales resource. My most of the work is in Abu Dhabi, Middle East, and Europe side. So then I came to Pakistan and started my own companies and something like that. And since last 12 years, I'm providing trainings nationally and internationally. Few certifications I have done, which is related to networks. Right now, I'm working in a blockchain and emerging technologies like smart cities and everything. So I am certified for those as well. Also, I am working as a CTO with Blockchain Center of Pakistan. That is also another engagement of mine myself. With President's program, President RFLV, who is our president of Pakistan, he is working as a on a program, the educational program for the emerging technologies. I'm also part of that as well, and few initiatives which are working in the blockchain. So that's my introduction a little bit. First, we can talk about some things which I want to know that when we talk go towards the answer of that question, how blockchain will change the world. Before that, I've start uh, uh, discussing few other things, like few misconceptions. There are misconception is that when we talk about the blockchain, then everybody thinks talk about the Bitcoin, especially in Pakistan, and I hope this is the same case in other places as well, because Bitcoin is the first application of the blockchain. So everybody thinks that the blockchain, when we talk about the blockchain, then they talk directly talk about the Bitcoin, that you are talking about the Bitcoin. So blockchain is not a Bitcoin. Blockchain is a backend technology, which is Bitcoin is basically an app which is working on a blockchain's backend as a use blockchain as a backend technology. Then the other misconception is blockchain is only for financial sector. No, it is not. Where you need transparency, where you need immutability, where you need a record keeping, there you can use a blockchain. Another thing which people always say, like the cloud computing thing, that when we put everything on the cloud, then everybody can see that. So this is the same misconception here in blockchain, that if we put private information on the blockchain, then everybody can see that. No, it is not like that. Nobody can see that without your permission. There is a key which you can provide to somebody for some specific time, and then he'll able to see that information if you want to. Then another terminology is smart contracts. That everybody thinks that when we talk about the smart contract, then there is some regular contract thing that they are making. Smart contract is just a line of codes right now. Later, maybe it have some legal values, but right now it is not. It's just I normally say that the program you run on a blockchain is called a smart contract. It make things more automated, basically. So that is a smart contract which will run by some terms and conditions and something. So that is a smart contract. That is right now it's no legal value of that. So again, there is a two concepts. The centralization. Right now we live in the centralized world where data centers are centralized. They are more hackable and something. But blockchain is going towards the decentralization, where your information will be stored in multiple places. So that is decentralization. That is no centralized, that there is a central server. There is no central server where anybody can hack or go and change your work or something like that. That is the same copy in save in the different places. That is decentralization. Then other thing is the current functionality. Blockchain is not using current functionality. When we talk about the current functionality, that is create, read, update, and delete. This is a normal things right now. Like if you made any file on your laptop or made your file on your phones or something, and in the Google Drive or any place, that work on these functionalities that are current functionalities. But in blockchain, what we do in intentionally, that we remove two functionalities, that is update and delete. You can right now in blockchain you only create or read. If you want to update, you need to create another transaction or some another record. By the way, in blockchain, record means transaction. Normally when we talk about the transaction, that means people normally say, okay, you are talking about the transaction, that means that is a money transaction or something. No, the transaction is very generic word in blockchain, right? Another important thing is consensus algorithm. That is the basis of everything. If there is no consensus, like 70%, 80%, or whatever it is, if that is a private network, then you can change it. Otherwise, it's 51% is going on in multiple public blockchains. So consensus is very important. Consensus algorithm. So other characteristics about the blockchain is P2P network, that is peer-to-peer networking, that everybody is connected to everybody. That is an old technology, you know about the networks, but they are going to use the same technology here, because blockchain is a combination of multiple old technologies. That is not you can never say that blockchain is something new. No, actually they are using old technologies but with the new paradigm. So peer-to-peer networking means that everybody is connected to everybody and everybody is sharing its databases or everything, every you can say every information. Once supposedly if one node is going to be disconnected, then when it'll come up, it'll update itself. So it will work like that. The mesh network, if you know about the mesh network, when every AP is connected to every other point, every other access point. And the distributed ledgers, that all peers have the common ledger. Like you can say ledger is a database right now. You can say that, right? So every node on the network have that ledger, and that is the same copy, not you can say a goose copy or something. That is a real copy and the real database into the different places. Then the other thing is immutability. Like I have told you before, that if you can want to add something, you can create it. Not if you want to update something, you need to create a new transaction. So that thing made it more immutable, that nobody can change it. Once something or any data added into the blockchain, that remains there till you can say till the end of this world. And the other thing is cryptographic hash system. Blockchain is using cryptographic hash systems. If anybody is want to like hack your system or something, then he needs a cryptographic thing, right? Which is SHA 256 right now. So that means 2 raised to power 256 combinations he needs. That is around 4 million combinations or something, right? 40 million or something. So those combinations he want for to break that. And you need anybody can need a quantum computer right now, because many students of mine always ask me, okay, if somebody has a quantum computer, then he can do that. I always say, okay, he invested almost $4 million for quantum on a quantum computer, and he only want to break some hash key. No, it is not. So in the future, that might be 2 raised to power 2056. it move towards that thing. Like if anybody any technology going to be enhanced, then this thing as well, cryptographic or the security mechanisms as well. Benefits of the blockchain is are basically like you're publicly verifiable. Like if you we can talk later about the few case studies. Like if you want to just one example, if you want to verify the medicine is uh, real or not, then you can publicly verifiable that thing. It's more secure because nobody can delete anything, so it's a more secure thing. Quality assured. When you a company knows that how it will go towards the client, then nobody can then quality is always there. They can maintain the quality. So lower transaction fees because there is no intermediate people or intermediaries. You can remove them. So there is a lower transaction fee always. There are no distributor. You can directly go to the company and everything. And resilient, as I told you before, that is a peer-to-peer networking. That if all like 99% nodes will be disconnected, there will be a 1% node connected. So it can be verified. It is going to be verify you. So this is how it will work. Now come to the where we can use blockchain in the financial world, right? In the sales and retail things, sales and purchase. Like in the financial sector, it will make send money very fast and very quicker way, right? If somebody have your QR code and send you on the WhatsApp, then you can send money just by scanning that code. So nobody you use the bank app or something like that, okay, on and the same account. So if you have the digital wallet on your phone, that is the easiest way to do that. The other thing is that is not important that you need a Bitcoin for that. If any country has a digital currency, like Europe is doing for euros, like digital euros, so it will be work there as well, and very efficiently. Sales and purchase, like I told you, if in the healthcare sector, somebody is going to purchase something, it'll be verified till the origin. Like many companies do it right now, like Walmart or another company, I have forgot his name, but people are starting doing that. And e-commerce, you can use it in e-commerce as well. In the whole supply chain, you can work on it. So the supply chain is one of the biggest blockchain case studies coming up, and one of the largest case study also is identity management. Because right now, how many people uses Bitcoin or any digital currency? Almost you can say in the world 20% people. But when we talk about the identity management, then everybody go towards that, and there is a whole world come on the blockchain and how it will work. Then I talk about the drug traceability, that how can drug is original or not. You verify it publicly, and everything is going to be very easy for you. You can those companies will maintain the quality and everything. So better clinical trials, because right now in COVID thing, every clinical trials are going on, and they are working on the vaccination, COVID-19 vaccination. So how that will going to be work, that they are going to be trial more efficiently on human, on anybody they want to. The other thing is there's another one of the largest coming up, largest case studies coming up, that is voting system, the elections. Because everybody, like right now, you have seen the US election, and the Trump is saying that there is a rigging, almost something like that, right? But there is also be like there is no rigging, nobody can ask that. So there are multiple mechanisms you can make it and make on it on that. So that is one of the largest case study as well. And when you use it in the education sector, then there is no forgery. forged certificates, forged degrees, and everything. Everybody is going to be real and on the merit as well. So, another thing we are working on in Pakistan right now, an initiative like on the COVID-19. That is a case study. That which person is vaccinated or not, and is he safe to travel? Basically, not safe for himself, same for others as well. So within this initiative, we are going to do, we just we give them a digital identity and a digital passport that this guy is a vaccinated or not vaccinated. So he'll show that on the boarding area, and he'll able to travel, because right now it's a centralized system. Anybody can get the COVID-19, only he just go to the lab, and that is be forged. So if that is forged, then nobody can is secure. So this is what we are working on right now. What I think personally, when we deploy blockchain in the world, in different areas in the world, then there will be no money laundering, there will be no forgery, no frauds, no identity theft, no corruption as well, because everything is very accurate and everything will be verifiable. And you can say every buddy is a real, because these days somebody came to my home and with my ID card and everything, that is, they say he is Ahmad Manzoor, and he also have any other thing which is related to me, because that's possible, that is identity theft right now. But and I'm unable to do anything. But later on, when we put everything on a blockchain, then there is a single identity. Like when we talk about the 5G and other things, there are two things they are working on, like IPv6. When we provide IPv6 to us, then one IP is for one person. My all device is going to be connect with one IP. That is IPv6. So my all the devices are on that. Like there is a unique MAC address of each device right now. So that is a one MAC for all my devices. If I want to connect to the internet, so this is the main. This is the same concept using here, that in the identity management, that how can everybody can be verifiable. So if there is Ahmad Manzoor from Pakistan, there is no Ahmad Manzoor. There are a lot of, but there is no me, because I have a retina here, I have a thumb impression, so I can make security mechanisms as much as I want. This is actually, I have shared with you guys that I have written a book on that, that's blockchain beyond Bitcoin, for all the people who learn about the blockchain regarding beyond Bitcoin, the other use cases. So I have written a lot of use cases in this, the real time use cases. So if you want to, it's freely available on that link which I have mentioned in the lean pub. So actually, what I personally think, blockchain is coming and it's not coming slow. So we need to uh, uh, adopt it as soon as possible. In Pakistan case, yes, we are working on this. We are trying. I know in Middle East they are already working on it. They are like Dubai is going to be a blockchain city in 2021. So it's all there. I know that, and Middle East are working like Saudi Arabia is working on all the financial institutions will be on blockchain by 2030. I think they've given that time. So there are a lot of chance for us, the tech guys, that how it will work, how it's going to be uh, working, and how it's going to be change the world. So this is basically how it will change the world. If you put blockchain in at every place, in every field, like supply chain, like aviation, like you name it, this is work like internet. If we think that internet only for emails, no, that is not for emails. That is only for Facebook, no, that is not only for Facebook. That is a lot of other case studies. So this is the same thing here, that there are a lot of things are going on, and there are a lot of case studies, a lot of people are working on this. So I always say people that make think out of the box. Always talk to my students, my colleagues, and everybody, that think out of the box. By the way, emerging technologies made us to think out of the box. If we think, still think, then we live in the 1990s. Right. So this is basically what blockchain is. If you want to connect with me, these are the few, LinkedIn and Facebook, and even my official YouTube channels are there. So if you want to connect with me, then please connect with me. And the end, I would like to thank you, all the attendees, as well as the Arab Amtech, Mr. Rame, Linda, who have invited me on this as a speaker. So if you have any questions, just let me know. Or I know I actually study, I always teach very well, I know that, but I know there will be a few questions there. If you want to discuss anything, please let me know.
Thank you, Mr. Ahmad Manzoor. We have a few questions here
Yeah, sure.
from Khaled El Pasha. Do you
Yeah.
want to go through the questions, or do you want me to go through?
Let me, okay, I'll go through this. Uh, okay. Quantum process. Mr. Khaled, you're right at your that the feasibilities are there. Okay, like quantum computer will change things. It's very near, you can say, and you say like Google is not right now, but it's everything going to be integrated soon. Like next 2 years are for the Internet of Things, then 1 year for Internet of Everything, then AI is coming. But the thing is, where block data will going to be saved and the way data going to be verifiable, that is a blockchain thing, right? So every data and everything is going to be, because right now people normally say the big, when they talk about the big data, there is no big data right now, because I have cloud on at my home that is deployed. My all family is using that. So I have 4 terabytes on right now, and there is nothing. But when we talk about the penta data and something, then the big data is coming, and then raw data and the clean data, the structured and structured data. So where that data is going on, there that is saved on the blockchain. So we need a verifiable data later on. Any other
Mr.
thing? Yeah.
Yes, there's a question from Sajid. Sajid, I will put you through, okay? Yes, Sajid, you are on the
Yes,
stage.
yes. I'm. Hi, Emma. Can you hear me?
Yeah, very.
Very low.
Yeah, very low.
Okay. Would you please tell me? It's not my subject, but I'm just listening the blockchain because I'm just sitting with my friends who already doing the blockchain. Uh,
Hmm.
is there any reduction of chance that we can the human cloning can remove the
Actually, Sajid, I am unable to actually hear you. Your voice is a little bit,
Yes, Sajid, there is a noise in the background, so
there's a noise?
yeah, back end, a children noise. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I
I
know
can
you are
say,
at home. Actually, everybody,
yes,
we
yes,
all are at home, right?
yes, exactly, exactly. So basically, my question is that what about the can blockchain can remove the human cloning? The
Human
the
cloning?
issue, yeah, issue that you said that there is a one identity only in all the
Hmm.
in the
Hmm.
world. The on one man, one identity in the whole
Hmm.
world. What about
Hmm.
the cloning, human cloning?
Hmm.
You
Actually,
can.
human cloning. Let's see when that happened. Then obviously, then when we talk about the technology is going up, right? It's going to be a future or something. It's going to be advanced. Then these things will be going to be advanced as well. Like I talked about the security things, right? Then
Yes, exactly.
uh, everything's going to be advanced. how can we mitigate that? That is going to be soon, right? Human cloning is possible or not? It depends right now. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Because it was just like we have seen in the movies that the human clay is already done. But we don't know about that. The after blockchain, if we deploy all the blockchain all over the world, can we reduce this human cloning issue? Just that.
Sorry, Sajid bhai. Actually, I am unable to. Actually, your voice is very low.
Oh,
I'm so
I'm
sorry.
sorry. Okay, okay.
Unable to get your question actually.
Okay.
Sajid, could you please send your maybe if you send your
Yes. Okay. I just start. I just.
yes, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. So I think that's all.
There is another question here from Saad Irfan. Sir, how could we use blockchain to connect with other parts of our market to find efficiencies that go beyond our firm to a market level?
Actually, this is unclear. What do you mean by Saad bhai? Actually, this is I am unable to understand the question. Connect with the part of the market.
Okay,
I'm
because
sorry, unable to. Yeah, this is a little bit confusing.
in
Yeah.
time, there is another question from Mr. Ali. Do blockchain destroy the
Destroy
human
the
job?
human job. Actually, this is any technology will when it came to the market, it never destroy the. It only need a skilled people, right? Like when we there is a example I always talked about that when there is a CA, the chartered accountant, or ACCA, that the accountants. Okay, so the accountant of the 1970s unable to work it right now in this era in 2020 because he used to work on some other things. Okay, but some on paper and something like that. So and the vice versa, today's accountant is unable to work in 1970s because he's too much technology lover, or technology work on the technology. So it will never destroy the human jobs. Nothing, even AI, it will never. We are not going to be interminated to that every report and everything is going to be take over. It's never be, because you can train the brain, train the machine until till your brain took the things, and your brain is infinity to learn. Its possibilities, infinity possibilities to learn. So that is actually that is, nobody can take over or destroy any jobs. There are new jobs coming into the market when new streamlines into in the market. When new technology came, there are new streamlines. You only need to be skilled to get that job.
Thank you, Mr. Ahmad Manzoor,
Thank you very much.
for this very interesting presentation. And I kindly would like to remind the attendees to complete the feedback form and send it to us. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Have a great day.
Have a great